Hey everybody, welcome to our live. I hope everybody's having a great day today. It is our Tuesday, yay! And hey, we come to you live each and every day, Monday through Thursday, 10:30 a.m. Central Time. And it's a way I want you to use me. Basically, I want you to use me and let me know what questions you have. It doesn't have to be about what we're doing at that time, but just anything and everything. It's all up for grabs. So just ask away. But we always like to go over the beginnings. We always like to go over the basics. Hey, Moozy, good to see you, my friend. We always go over the basics. We always go over the beginnings because we know we have people at different levels of airbrushing. And so we like to cover the beginnings. We want you to know what to do once you get a system. And good morning, Cindy. And so that's important. And so, and then we also show other products that we have because we have color cosmetics, we have skincare, we have, oh yeah, Airbrush. That's what everybody knows us for. And so we want to make sure that you know how to use it. Debbie, I checked before. Testing. No, Debbie. I'm going to put in here, my mic is on. Check your computer. I did check that because, you know, it always happens where it somehow switches and it doesn't go to the mic I need. So yes, double check your computer. All right, so let's go over the beginnings. Hello, Veronica. Okay, good. Okay. Good. Let's go over the beginnings. We always like to go over, you know, the starter kit. This is the Icon starter kit that I'm going to show you. We also have the Icon Pro, the Legend, and of course, the Breeze. But it all comes with makeup. Now, you may have gotten other products. You may have received more than this, but it all comes with what you see here. And we give you everything you need. We give you everything you need. Going back now, Zandra, hold on one second. Let me look at that real quick. But it comes with the 2 bottles of foundation, Love and Blush. And we give you the 2 bottles of foundation because you're picking a range. And so if you are in that range, one of these bottles or a mixture of these 2 will work for you. And then remember, guys, we do have 100% color match guarantee. So if you, if it's totally off, we're going to send you the right shade. So don't worry, don't stress about that because we are going to make it right for you. And then we have the Love and the Blush. Now the blush, everybody say it together, is super high pigmented. A little bit goes a long way. So make sure only use 2 drops. I put blush on first because then I put my foundation on over it so it blends it. So those are some things you could do as well. Love might not be something you use every single day. It might be something you use every once in a while. You can mix it in with your blush, even your foundation, to change that look. Now, when you get started, what I want you to do, get it out, plug it in, charge it, whatever one you receive, but make sure you're keeping it 4 finger widths away. Watch yourself in the mirror, move that stylus around, and every so often check to make sure you're that 4 finger widths away. That might sound silly, but what happens is you either do this or you do this because we're used to touching our face. So checking that is going to make a big difference. And then you are going to pull back ever so slightly on that trigger. We do not want all the makeup coming out at once. The trigger is what pulls back the needle and releases the makeup. And you want it to come on or go on very lightly. Good morning, Luminess. Good morning, Martin. How are you? Good morning, Pam. So Zandra, they're always out of buff concealer and translucent compound. Are we? Morning from Denver. How cold is it in Denver? Hold on, I'm gonna look real quick. I mean, not that I don't believe you, but Taylor. They sure are. And then the translucent compact. Let's see about that. Huh, I will check on that. I will double check on that as well. Oh, 50s. It started in like 50 something here. I'm in Texas. And it's supposed to get up to 75. But we're supposed to have a freeze tomorrow. Who knows what we're doing? Let's see. They're on sale for $5. That's why we're out. That could be it. So I will double check on that, guys, and tell you tomorrow for sure. So yeah, I didn't realize we were out of that. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started. And so if you are new to LUMINESS and you have a system and you maybe you've practiced a couple of times, maybe you've haven't even used it yet. Make sure you understand that, yes, this is, I'm going to use the Breeze today. This is a new way of applying makeup, obviously, but how we expect it to go on is also different. Meaning we're used to traditional makeup. And when you see traditional makeup, you see that opaqueness of the makeup. With airbrush makeup, you're not going to see that. You want to have it on so light that you question that first pass. You get coverage by making passes. So that first pass, it might not look like anything's on, but keep going, keep going, keep going. Good morning, Jackie. How are you? I am going to show you as well. Which one is this? This is the Rose 2. Because you also, you know, we talk about pre-coverage, and I'm going to use my pre-coverage with the shade 2. That's what I'm going to use. Let's to cover fine lines. Can you use foundation without anything else to cover fine lines? Yeah, Marilyn, you can. So again, it's different than regular makeup. You actually just want to make a couple of passes on the fine lines, wrinkles, and crinkles. You don't want to, it's not going to cake on. Now, if I could make them disappear, my background would have been Maui right now. But you can go in, make light passes. You definitely want to do light passes. Make sure you're moisturized and then do light passes. One thing I would suggest is the Velvet Veil. The Velvet Veil is a primer and it's a blurrer. It's going to help blur those fine lines, wrinkles, and crinkles. And it comes in a bottle like this. And it has a dropper in it. I just do this with my fingers and then put it on because a little bit goes a long way. Very little. And I usually put it underneath my eyes. I have larger pores here, so I do it there. And then I airbrush right over that. So it's not something you're going to blow through the airbrush, but you can put those on the problem areas and then go. All right. So I have my shade 2 in here, and now I'm going to use it as my pre-coverage. So I can do it on my lids. I can do it under my eyes. On my nose. Getting those problem areas, making them disappear. Let me go back over here. Here and here and here and here. All right. So that I just moved my stylus, my Breeze around, barely pulling back. My face is dry. There's nothing, it's not wet. That is how light we're spraying. So if you're putting it on and you have to have some dry time in between, that's okay for now. But just know that that is something that you'll get down once you find that sweet spot on where to pull back on that trigger. One thing I would recommend is using water.
Airbrush water on your face. Obviously, water weighs heavier than the makeup, and so if it's if your face is going to be wet, but if it's dripping, then you know that you're pulling back too hard on that trigger. Okay. Girl, you do need this breeze. Breeze is the bomb.com. You will love it. Love it, I tell you. All right, so now I meant to do blush first. I mean, I always do blush first. So let's do it the other way now. I am going straight to my foundation. I'm using the Rose Shade 3. Jackie wants it too. And now I make one complete pass. Now, the other thing with the breeze, guys, you do not have to charge this every day. Know that you are only going to charge it. I pick a day, and that's when I charge it. Just pick one day, charge it till the light stops blinking, and then you're done. The charge lasts for a long time. So if you don't pick a day, what'll happen is you'll be doing your makeup and it'll go off because the battery's not charged. So just pick a day during the week or weekends or whenever, and that's when you charge your system. The light will turn on, it'll blink, and then when it's charged, it's solid. So pick a day and charge it. Let's use airbrush wire on my face a couple weeks and it keeps me. Yes, Zandra on YouTube said she started doing it and it keeps her honest about how much she's spraying on her face. It's a great indication to show you. Plus, you're not using your makeup and not wasting it, and so that's also good. All right, I'm going to use the natural blush. Natural blush is a great one to use by itself, or you can mix with other blushes. And that's what I love is I can make my own shades of what I want. And it does have a little bit of shimmer to it, which is another reason I love it. And this one, the natural blush doesn't grow or bloom on you as much as the other ones do. And so you have a little bit more wiggle room as far as the drops that you put on because it doesn't come up as much. But it's nice, soft look. Oh yeah, definitely get that for a backup, for sure. All right, so foundation, pre-coverage, foundation, blush, all on. So now I'm going to take my Nude and Naughty palette. Because also remember, guys, you can use regular makeup with airbrush. So it doesn't have to be all or nothing. The other thing that I love, and let me know if you don't know this, what do you use if you just want light coverage? This. What do you use if you want heavy coverage, like full face coverage, full coverage? This. What do you want to use if you want medium? This. So this plus your foundation is everything you need. So there are days when we wake up and maybe we just need a little bit of coverage just to even out our skin tone. You're going to use this. Maybe you make 2-3 passes. If you want fuller coverage, you make more passes until you get the coverage that you want. Same makeup, same device, same everything, right? Then if you want medium coverage, or maybe you don't want like a whole bunch of coverage, but you want to look good, just keep going keep making those passes until you get the coverage that you want. This is everything for everybody, no matter what coverage you want.
Yes, there is a learning curve. We have to retrain our brains into thinking Luminess, into thinking airbrush versus traditional makeup. Yes, it's applied different, but how we're expecting it to go on is also different. So know that it is going to go on super light. If it feels wet or sticky, pull back less on that trigger. All right, I'm going to go in and do some kind of a very neutral, but I'm mixing a matte and a shimmer together because I can. I'm just going to go in, starting on the inside and bringing it out. Now, don't necessarily have to go all the way out because I know that my crease color is going to go there. And so if you want to bring it all the way out, you can. Also, depending on how smoky you want to go or what your eye shape is, you can also, remember that darkness is going to close it and the light is going to open the eyes. So if I bring this in, it will close my eyes somewhat. If not, if I keep it out here, then it's going to leave them open. Now I'm going in with a super, I would say light brown, light neutral. And I'm just going to blend it on the back half, the outside part of my eye, but still keeping it very neutral. And just blending, and we're blending, and we're blending. So it's starting to create a little bit of depth on my eye, but ever so slightly. I'll go back and forth here. Now, can y'all see the difference between the light and just this little bit darker brown or neutral? Can y'all see it? Go up here a little bit more and there. So again, supernatural. But if, you know how I like to tell y'all how to step it up a little bit. I can go in with a darker shade, but still keeping it super, keeping that darkness still on the very, very outside. Rania, which foundation would you recommend? Fine lines, some acne scarring. Not very much. I've been thinking about trying Rose. So Rose, go with Rose. I would stick between Silk, the Advanced Silk or Silk 4-in-1 and the Rose 4-in-1. The reason being is there's 18 shades in those two. All the other ones have 12. And so when you're dealing with the 18 shades, it has more neutral undertone. So it's a little bit more, I would say, user-friendly. But the Silk or Silk Advance is as fair to medium coverage, and then the Rose foundation, Rose 4-in-1, is medium to full coverage. Now, just because I say full coverage, that doesn't mean it's going to give you a makeup look. If you are applying it the correct way, you're going to get that coverage, but still have that natural face, but everything's covered. All right, does that make sense? Of the eyeshadows, Zondra's asking what two colors I'm using, and I don't know if she's talking about my eyeshadow or foundations. Foundations, I used the 2 first, and then I used a 3, and then I'll show you the colors that I used. I'll hold up the Nude and Naughty and show you. So I just popped a little bit of a deeper color, just boop, right there. Blending it back and forth, but I never, and guys, if your eyes are a little more hooded, you can do this to blend it. Like that. All right. And then I can go in
Let's go. What do I want? I'll use an angled brush. And just placing it right there with an angled brush. I can go right there. And there you go. That's my eyeliner, okay? Whoop. All right, so the colors that I used were, I used this one and this one, these two for the inside. And then these two I kind of mixed together for my full outside. And then I always mix colors. Where's the other one? These two for the boop, boop, right there. All right, there you go. There's your blues. All right, so now of course, bam. Ooh, I'm out. Oh, I have another one back there. Uh-oh, might be out. I tried another. I had a lip liner at home that wasn't one that I normally use. And it wasn't LUMINESS. And it's too brown. So I'm going over, uh-oh, it is running out. But this will give me that pink back. Make sure. And then I will top it with Ballet Pink because it's my favorite. I'm just going to do it on the bottom. And then rub my lips together. That way it gets a little bit. Maybe I don't put as much on, but I still get that shine that I love. And then I will finish off with my mascara. And we know what a difference the mascara makes. It is amazing. And I think it's because of the brush. We have a larger size, like a larger, well, you can see it here, and it points. And so you can use it to really get the mascara on and then use that end to separate. See what a difference? Mascara is your friend. It is your friend. All right, guys, I'm going to finish up with my mascara and then I am good for the day. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Bye for now.